When was the last time you felt lost?
I say the last time I felt lost was when I was unemployed and I really didn't know what my direction was. I didn't think that I was cut out for sales. I didn't think that I was cut out for marketing. And I think that I was just thinking of too many different things to do, putting too much on my plate, and that does kind of burn you out. So I say that's the last time I felt lost. And I think you do feel lost a lot of the time in life. But you find your thing, you find your niche, you throw different things at the wall and you just see what sticks. And it's okay to fail. And I think really the lesson I've learned is it genuinely is okay to feel lost. So I don't see it as a bad thing anymore. I just think that as long as you keep trying, then you're on the right track.
So during those moments, what were the emotions you were feeling?
It's the kind of emotions where you wake up and you're anxious because you don't know if everything was stripped away from you, you lost your family, whatever, like, would you be able to keep yourself up? Would you be able to keep yourself afloat? And, for people like us, we are go-getters. We like to make sure that we are on top of everything. We don't want to be in a job that doesn't give us purpose. Even if we are earning a lot of money, we want something that gives us purpose. So, yeah, you start feeling like, am I actually a capable man? Am I someone that, if people were depending on me, would I be able to provide for them? And so I'd wake up a lot with that feeling of anxiety and I have to do something. So yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah.
So you touch on purpose. Do you think you found your purpose in life?
I think I'm finding it, but I think the purpose in life is for me to find it. So it's a journey. Instead of just always being so desperate to find that destination, because you can always compare yourself. You can always compare yourself to someone who's doing much better than you. You can always think that you're not doing good enough. But when does it end? When does it end? There are people that are wealthy that have quote unquote found their purpose, but they're still very depressed. They're earning all the money in the world and they're still very depressed. So I'm just learning to love the journey. And I think that's the purpose. I think that's the purpose.
So how do you define purpose?
From the moment you wake up, what's your plan? What's your goal? What do you want to achieve in a day? And I think that's your purpose. I think it's getting up and having something to do with a long-term goal in mind. Some days you're not going to want to do it. No 2 days are the same, and just being content with that. That's what I think purpose is. It's one, understanding that you're not always going to get it. You're not always going to accomplish everything you want in a day, but at the same time, like, have you taken at least a tiny step forward? That's purpose, because if you don't have a goal, if you don't have something that you're building towards, then yeah, I would say you don't have a purpose. And I think it is important to find that thing. And it doesn't have to be career related. It can be being a parent. It could be looking after your parents. It could be whatever. That can be your purpose, It could be your relationship with God. That's an important one as well. So yeah, that's why I say purposes.